What do you think is one thing that men don't really understand about what women want and need?
I think one thing they don't realize is sometimes what they don't necessarily want as much freedom and acceptance as you give them. And what I mean by this is we will say, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And we'll say, you should love me regardless. You should love me unconditionally. What they truly want is somebody who is able to respect themselves and know when a behavior is unacceptable. What they don't want is a doormat. They really don't want it. And I work with men all the time. And all the men that I've worked with that have been cheated on or been left have never been the bad guy. It's always been the guy that just tried to happy wife, happy life. The guy that was just like, she would have a lot of tantrums, but, I just used to let her off and I just used to let her calm down. And she scratched my face a couple of times, but it's okay. It was an accident. It was funny. They'll say stuff like that. Or they'll say, I caught her texting. I don't ever put any boundaries. I don't do anything. I just want her to be happy. I don't think they realize that for women, actually, your boundaries and your self-esteem is a parameter of how much we love you. If you have no boundaries and no self-esteem, we don't know the map of how to love you. But if you know this is your willingness to walk away, these are your deal breakers, this is your boundaries, I can somewhat navigate how to love you correctly, and then I can navigate my own behavior. Nobody wants to be the worst version of themselves. Nobody wants to be with a partner that they can swear at, kick, do all of the. We don't want to be around that person that enables that. We want the person that we know if we even cross that line, he'd be gone. So I think one thing they don't understand is submission to women is not truly what we're looking for. We're trying to understand your level of self-esteem and self-respect. We love your self-esteem. We love your self-respect. Doesn't mean you become hostile and aggressive and be like, I don't tolerate this. It's just a case of, I love you so much, but this behavior I don't tolerate and this behavior I can't accept. So when you work on this and fix it, perfect. But until that, I can't keep nursing your tantrums, or I can't keep accepting your unacceptable behavior. That kind of way of relaying your boundaries without being without punishing the woman is very attractive.
Yeah, in a way, that's a sign of a man not respecting himself, which is unattractive. If they're going to allow certain behavior that women often sometimes do test the boundaries of.
We all do. And look, initially it feels like love. When we are so rude and so disrespectful and so bad and you forgive us, it feels like, oh, he must really love you.
Yeah, very accepting.
But later it feels like he doesn't love himself.
Yeah.
So it quickly turns to, oh, he must really love me, to, oh, he must not really love himself. And if he doesn't love himself, how can I love him?